So I would have thought it was crazy if someone told me. Intro to financial planning. Because I'm just exhausted. Okay, if I'm being realistic, I'm definitely not quite there yet. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. This is gonna be a week in my life in dental school and my last semester as a third year. So it's Monday. I picked up the camera kind of late. I think it's about noon already, but I went to a hot bar class for my first time. As you could imagine, very sweaty, but a great workout. Came back, made breakfast, and meal prepped my proteins for the week. Just a bunch of different ways of cooking chicken, basically. And now I'm gonna take a seat at my desk here and get to work. I am currently studying for my national boards exam. So I'll give you kind of a brief little overview in this video of how I'm studying, but I'm sure I'm gonna do at least one, maybe two full videos about how I studied, how the tests went, how boards work. It's gonna be its own video. Okay, I've been here studying for a little bit. I'm about to meet up with my friends at the Union, and I'm just packing everything up. I'm gonna bring my book, even though what are the odds I finish all my studying and get to read? Pretty slim, but I'm trying to finish it. It's so tiny, and I really want to start the next book on my list, so I want to get this one done just so that I can start the next one. So I'm gonna bring it just in case. One of our speakers basically gave them out to a handful of us, but this is basically like case studies and some basic intro to financial planning. Done with the endo lectures for the day, and I'm gonna shower because I still haven't showered from that sweaty class, and read and eat dinner and relax the rest of the night. If it wasn't clear, we didn't have school today because it's MLK Junior Day. Done with dinner, and the night is essentially over already at like 7:10 p.m. I'm on page 41 of 100 of this little book, so I'm pretty determined to finish it tonight, and depending what time that wraps up, I'll either just go to bed or watch some TV and go to bed. The schedule for tomorrow is as follows. I have 8 a.m. lecture, a patient appointment, a lunch and learn, assisting my roommate, and then I come home. If assisting finishes up soon enough, I might go to a workout class, or I'll just study for boards, and then I have an online Zoom class for orthodontics in the evening because it's an elective. So they kind of just decided that it makes sense to put it outside of normal business hours. That way it never conflicts with anyone's other classes or rotations. It's a Tuesday once a month in the evening. All right, I'm back from school. I got back around 4:15. It's already 4:45. I need to change into my workout outfit for tonight's HIIT class that I'm going to at 5:30. When I got back, I just tried on some dresses actually. These are the two that I'm not keeping, and then this is the one I'm gonna keep for our ASDA gala, kind of like dental school prom that we do every year. It's coming up February 4th. I wanted something I can reuse. The theme is Gatsby, so I was leaning towards maybe doing something sparkly and fun, but it's not as practical, and I didn't love the fit of that dress as much as just the simple long black one, and that's obviously more versatile for other formal events in the future, like a wedding or something. And I got a lot of things done today, as you saw in the video. I had a patient, a lunch and learn, did some lab work, assisted, and ended up back here. So that's pretty much all that you missed a recap of, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. I'm just gonna have dinner and finish my endo questions for my board's schedule of the day after that, and then go to bed, so nothing too crazy. Good morning, it's Wednesday, and I just woke up around 6:45. It's almost 7 now. I just started my coffee, and what I am working on this year is doing a daily devotional. I'm debating if I want to buy a new paper book devotional, but as of now I'm just trying to use my Bible app every day. That's the little Bible app, and basically right on the homepage, if you scroll down a little, there's kind of like stories, almost like Instagram stories or something, and it has a pastor reading off the verse and talking about it. I kind of skip those. Then you can read the verse, you read a devotional about the verse, and you say a little prayer, and I think that's really easy. I just often don't think about it, so I'm trying to make a routine of doing it every day. Last night, I started my third book of January, which is this one. It is The E-Myth Dentist by Michael Gerber and a few other gentlemen, and I like it a lot so far. I'm not that deep into it, but it was really good. And our lunch and learn speaker yesterday for Dental Student Business Association was very inspiring. He's very successful if you're looking like monetarily, just in terms of happiness and family-centered life, and his income, his passive income that he's developed, all his businesses. Again, he's a dentist, but he has a bunch of other businesses and income streams. Like his businesses providing a happy, safe, great life for his family is a lot of what he kind of talked about, and talked about how we should and can work to do that. So it was very inspiring and motivating. And a dentist that I had on my podcast a few weeks ago that will be up, I think, by the time this video goes up, is Dr. Travis Campbell. He's a dental insurance kind of expert, and he said this is his favorite book he recommends new dentists and students read. So I picked it up immediately, and it's the next book I'm reading. The reason I got up so early, even though I don't have to be at school until 8:30, 8:45, is because I want to do some of my boards prep this morning. This is kind of what my boards schedule looks like. I just made it in a Google Sheets with a calendar template, and then use the free INBDE bootcamp study schedule, and then spread it out pretty much 2 days for each 1 day of content on there, because it's a 45-day schedule, but I'm studying for about 3 months, so I just spread everything out. I also have one more resource that I'm using. It's an app. It's called Dental Mastery. I do have a discount for that one. I will put the discount information on the screen and then in the description. But if you're planning on studying a lot later, and you maybe don't want to invest in a different test prep resource, I find this is a lot more affordable. And if you want to be doing practice questions and keeping yourself refreshed, maybe even as a second year or something, it's a really great tool. And again, it's not too expensive in comparison to other programs like INBDE Bootcamp that I'm using now. So I'm kind of using both. I'm going through the schedule on Bootcamp, then I'm supplementing, especially towards the end of my studying, with as many of the practice questions as I can from Dental Mastery. So that's kind of my studying, and my test is Saturday, March 25th and Monday, March 27th, a 2-day integrated multiple choice exam. The first day is just factual, straight up questions about a range of topics. The next day, which they're closed on Sundays, so mine's going to be a Monday, is 100 case-based questions. The first day I think is 400 or 500 straight up questions. So the case-based questions are still kind of asking you just a fact, but it's related to the patient case. And sometimes they could ask you to interpret information from the patient case, but it might just be about the drug that they mentioned in the patient case, but it could also be, what do you see in the photo, or what do you see in the radiograph? It'll be interesting, and I'm looking forward to being done with it because it is a lot of work to study, but I'd rather study now when it's winter and gross outside and we don't have a lot going on for classes, compared to in the summer when I want to have fun and enjoy my time outside of clinic and class. And today all I really need to do is review study questions is what's on my plans. Then I have a new patient appointment that my D4 passed on to me because they won't be able to really do the case since they're graduating, which I'm really excited about. You guys know I've been dying for new patients, and I've actually gotten quite a few lately. So far, one didn't show up. I saw one that did show up. I'm seeing one today that seems reliable, don't want to jinx it, and then I have 2 more lined up as well. And 2 of my reliable patients from last semester have their own reasons that they can't resume treatment until later in like the spring. So that was good because those were the only 2 people I was actively working on, and they had to delay treatment a little. So it's great that I've gotten assigned some new people. My schedule's very busy. It is January 18th today, but I'm booked out until like mid to late February. So that's like a great feeling. I'm hoping that it shows in my graduation credits and my overall clinical progress. And I've been talking forever, so we'll roll some clips from Wednesday. I recently switched to oat milk instead of almond milk, but I like this almond creamer. I know it doesn't make sense, but this is the oat milk I'm putting as like most of my drink. Again, just because it's less sugar, less calories, and oats at least have some benefits to your health versus almond milk literally has no health benefits. And then I'm just gonna froth up some creamer to put on top. I've really been enjoying making nutritious foods for myself lately. I would say as long as it's not a free meal from a student org at lunch or like a event in the evening, I cook all 3 meals for myself every day. Some, as I've said in the start of this vlog, I like prep all the proteins in advance or certain little things, but for the most part I kind of cook as I go. So this is everything I'm using this morning. I'm just gonna eat fruit, finish up this cantaloupe probably on the side. I'm doing turkey sausage in a pan, and then this is all gonna go with 2 eggs, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of jalapeno, a little bit of onion, sprinkle some cheese for the good flavor, and spinach, and then a slice of toast. So I would have thought it was crazy if someone told me that they cook breakfast in the morning before work or school, but I just timed it because I was curious if I sound crazy, and it only took me 10 minutes. So I got the sausage going because those take 8 to 10 minutes, and then I chopped up the little bit of veggies. Like, it's just enough for 2 eggs, so it's just like this much of a pepper, like this much onion, a couple jalapenos, like super small, and like a handful of spinach. I just let those cook in some oil. Once they're soft, add the eggs in, which is the last thing that's going right now. Almost done because eggs cook so fast. And then a slice of toast, put that in the toaster. It takes 2 minutes. My coffee was already ready. I'm eating the fruit on the side, and in about a minute I'm gonna have my eggs done, and I'll be able to eat my breakfast while I study the next 30-40 minutes or so, and then I'll take 10 to 20 minutes just to change, do skincare, brush my hair, brush my teeth, everything like that before heading into school around 8:30. So it sounds crazy, maybe it is a little crazy, but I figure if I could start my day with a really protein full, nutritious meal, I know that I feel better, I feel more energized, I feel more full, and anytime I can get veggies in, I'm gonna do it. And later in the day, in the evening, I snack more. I might not eat as balanced, but at least I have balanced meals as I go. And I have 4 roommates, so that's why there's all kinds of things in the fridge. But last night I already packed. I made this pasta last night, and I made the chicken on Sunday night. This is like an Italian seasoned chicken to go with the pasta. So super easy. All I had to do was throw the frozen pasta in a pot, and I did add some extra onion and tomatoes into there for some more flavor and a little bit of veggies. So I'll pack that in my lunch and probably a yogurt. Okay, if I'm being realistic, start to finish 12 minutes. But like, look at that, and that's not that bad. Like, it didn't take too long, and I'm excited to eat. I'm gonna be more full for the day and just a better version of myself. So I'm gonna study and then get ready for the day, and we will head into school for that first patient. back home. I didn't go to my 2 p.m. class. I went to the 1 p.m. class. My 9 a.m. appointment ran a little over till like 12:05, and then I had to do some patient admin stuff, like run to the patient care coordinator office, and then I had to run downstairs, try to heat up my lunch. My lunch didn't really get hot because the microwave wasn't working. And then I had a call with ADAPT, ADA Practice Transitions, which is a free service for ADA members. If you're a student, it's free to get paired up with a dentist that you can potentially work for, or if you're a dentist, there's a fee attached when you hire someone from the matching service to obviously pay all the staff that's doing the work of pairing us up. So I had a call with that staff member just to kind of go over my goals and timeline and things I'm looking for so they can best help find me a practice. So I'm really excited about that service. And then came back here after my 1 p.m. geriatric class because I'm just exhausted. I had my lunch because I didn't get to eat it before, and I'm about to log on for our 3 p.m. interprofessional education class. And then I have a 5:30 workout. I think it is a strength class. And then at 7 p.m. I have a podcast guest who is an orthodontist out in Hawaii, actually. But she runs a company that helps general dentists integrate orthodontics into their practices. And I'm doing a giveaway with her for some books of her book on my podcast Instagram page at Dental Download Podcast on Instagram. And also she has a discount for students that are students or new grads that want to take her program, either for free or discounted. So if you check out that podcast episode, you'd be able to get that discount. Got my lovely beverages here. I just made a green smoothie. It's not really green. It was 2 handfuls of spinach, a few ice cubes, oat milk, frozen strawberries, and a normal banana. So delicious. Lots of good nutrients. And these glass straws that I love, I will have linked. They are already linked on my Amazon storefront, which is always in the link of my YouTube videos. So I'm gonna do this class, try to finish my study questions for the day, and hopefully when I'm done with the podcast, I don't have to study anymore and I can just read and chill for the night. Excited because I only have 1 full day left of patient care, and then Friday I have a half day, but I'll explain all that as we make our way through the week. Back from bar, I have a sandwich for dinner that I made, and I'm about to record for the podcast here with that guest. And then I have just a couple questions left. I have to finish a document for the president transition meeting for ASDA that we're having tomorrow, and fill out my daily clinic feedback. Every single time we see a patient, we're supposed to fill out like a self-evaluation, which is very tedious, but it's part of our patient management grade, so I have to do that. And I believe that's everything for the night, thankfully. All right, it's Thursday night currently. I just got home from the clinic and I woke up around 6:30, so I did some boards videos for the day. That was my kind of scheduled task from about 6:45 until 8. I didn't finish everything yet though. I have to do some more this evening. And then I went into school for a 9 a.m. patient. I just had a bite splint scan, so that took about an hour with all the slow faculty checks and everything. And then I did some admin work, random computer work, and had a board meeting to do our transition between myself, the past president, and our new president of our ASDA chapter here at Michigan. And then I was doing another meeting for another ASDA thing at noon. And then at 1 o'clock there was a lunch and learn. I got a clip of that, of some free Subway from Guardian, which is like a disability and life insurance company. And then at 2 until 5 o'clock I had another appointment. It was a new patient exam and referrals planning. Didn't get to the prophy, but it was a lot of slow moving checks and everything. So that's kind of how my day's been. I have about 40 minutes here. It's about 5:20. I'm going to eat some dinner, and then I have a 6:30 brawl class, which is like a cardio kickboxing class at my workout studio. And then I'm driving to my parents' house tonight. I'm staying there because I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning. So no school tomorrow morning, and then I will be back for a lunch and learn at noon with ASDA. And then in the afternoon I'm doing an assist in the graduate perio department with the specialists up there, and we get credits towards graduation for doing that. Plus it's just a good learning experience. Good morning everyone. It's Friday morning. This week has been like up and down with my energy levels. I thought it would be pretty smooth sailing because we had Monday off, so it was a short week, but did not feel short. I think we're all still just adjusting back from winter break, and like the fact that we're so busy all the time is very exhausting, and eventually we'll get used to that busyness and that rigor again, but I'm definitely not quite there yet. So I woke up around 6:45. I had an alarm for 6:15, but I did not get up until 6:45. I had to do some stuff around the house for my parents, and it's about 7:30 right now. I'm gonna study for 30 minutes, more ortho on the docket today, and then I'm gonna go in for my doctor's appointment, get a coffee, and go back to Ann Arbor. I don't have anything in the morning, so hopefully my doctor's appointment is reasonably quick, and then I can get back to Ann Arbor and study until the lunch and learn at noon, because I'm a little bit behind on all this ortho stuff. I didn't vlog last week, but last week I was so behind, and I was able to catch up on the weekend. I'm a little bit more busy this weekend, but it should be totally fine. I'm looking forward to when this is done, but that's not till the end of March, and it's only the end of January, and it's gonna be a grind. A lot of people studied a lot less than I am, but most of my classmates are studying as much as I am because we have the time, so we figure why not put all the effort in. I'm back because I was just looking, and my grad periocyst this afternoon is canceled. So we will see how much time I get to study this morning, and then I'll either just study and get things done because I have a lot to get done this afternoon, or I'll go assist. I'm behind on assists. The assist requirement this semester is way too high for what our class is able to do because we're trying to maximize our actual patient care, and we don't have time to do the assisting on top of our own patients and rotations. But basically, I'm not gonna show anything to the right of the screen because that's like the surgeon's name and the patient's name and HIPAA stuff. But we have this area that you sign up, and then you can just like change the date. But whenever you sign up for something, you have to just be checking this link over and over and over, going through all the dates, and if you find something that's open, you usually sign up if it fits your schedule because you get 3 credits for an assist, but it's a long assist. It's grueling. It's surgery, so you're like standing and scrubbing in, and they always get canceled is the thing I wanted to say. Patients cancel or the surgeons cancel. I don't really know, the residents, but 95% of the time that I have one scheduled, it doesn't even happen. So it's a little annoying, but it's not anything I can control. So now I have a free time this afternoon because I am no longer on the schedule for 3 to 5 today. I will try to get some clips throughout today to kind of wrap up this week in my life.